Zexel is Zexel. Also, every once in a while, my shadow just sort of shifts on its own a bit. You know, just normal shadow stuff.
And you called me weird.
And like, as I move, sometimes like shadow comes off of me in like a sort of cloudy effect.
It wasn't happening like during the battle, right? This is something new.
Yep.
Okay.
No, it happened before. It happened a bit before, but it seems to be happening more now. It's like more prominent.
Mysterious.
Yeah. And whenever he's like in a shaded place, the shadows tend to almost get like drawn to him. So it's usually darker around wherever he's standing than the rest of the shadows. You know, just normal shadow stuff.
Totally normal.
Actually, now that I think about it, aside from Zexel, Gale's like the only one with an actual weapon visible on them.
I got weapons.
I mean, like, actual fighting implements.
Yeah.
Fists are part of the body, so they don't really count.
I have a battle axe, so
Actually, I'm curious, would I have a knowledge of what race our new companion is, as I've grown up in the Mongi?
Yeah, I want to do a recall knowledge too.
Sure, society rolls.
That is not bad for not being trained in that skill.
Damn.
Whoa.
whoa.
Jeez.
I have a 0 to my intelligence. I'm so good at knowing things.
Okay. So, everyone but Raph, anyway, knows of the lizard folk. Generally, the lizard folk tend to stick to more of like the sodden lands. They're very, they're very at home in swampier, more watery regions. They're known for being very curt and short, they don't like to beat around the bush. But unlike what others might think, they're actually rather sociable, and they make up a good portion of the peoples of the Mwangi, though they tend to stick mostly to their more home region, which is, let's see, remember, in Jaha. Though, from your memory serves, they tend to be more green in scale color, ranging from, mossy greens to light vegetation kind of greens. They're not typically so tan.
I start writing down all this information and also just like a recount of our meeting in my journal.
They don't tend to use metal weapons either, as they often rust and corrode in their native habitats.
Looks over. So, are you from the Mwangi Expanse?
I have family from here, but no, not myself. From a more drier region.
Okay. Thank you for indulging my curiosity.
I didn't think of it that way, but I guess we do.
Now the question is, who's the bearded dragon, who's the gecko?
We also have a winged snake.
Yeah, put dragon in there as well.
So you all mostly introduce yourselves at this point.
About what time of day is it?
It's getting later into the evening now. The sun is dipped below the tree line and you're all shaded by the surrounding jungle.
Oh, and to answer your question about if we need another member for a party, I don't even know if we are a party right now. We just happen to be in the same caravan.
I would love to travel with you either way, though. I feel we'll get on real well.
Just assume so, since you all were standing together in a circle.
I mean, it's the Mwangi. Safety in numbers is better than being on your own.
That's fair. I just didn't want to assume.
She nods. For the rest of the day, Takuma will actually excuse herself, see if she can find a place where she can have to herself, and do some weaving.
Yeah, were we like given a place to stay here before everyone left, or?
There are still some of the Matangi who are around. And like many of the Songo and the Taralu dwarves, you're given like your own little huts to have to yourselves. The camp is actually much bigger than what we're seeing here on screen. This is just where you're all currently located.
Yes.
But eventually, it falls to night.
Ooh.
Spooky.
A few torches have been set up to more or less keep the area lit enough, though the torches are always kept at a very low light, as not to draw unwanted attention from the jungle. And just after it's gotten real dark, the Matangi return, and you see, a large group of orcs coming through the jungle in your direction. Mukluk being one of them, kind of heading the group. He comes up to your group. And he invites you all to join them as they're going to feast for the night, to raise spirits and to hopefully continue their journey with little problem.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can turn down food.
All right. So, as you all follow, you come to a large kind of open area. There's some huts around, and it seems like the ground has been stamped down into dirt. Many of the Matangi here are bringing out large kills. It seems that there is a variety of large jungle boar and some like large bison-like creatures that have been, of course, cooked and prepared. It's a pretty nice haul, honestly. And even with all the Matangi, Taralu, and the Sango, there might still be leftovers after this day. They all take you out, and you're just kind of sitting on the ground. In there's a variety of little like cliques the Taralu tend to keep to themselves. The Sango are hard to find, but if you look hard enough for them, they're all kind of sitting off in a corner in the dark. And you have before you large leaves plated with all kinds of meats and tuber vegetables and all kinds of it's a very hearty meal. There's even some large like grubs mixed in with everything. And of course fruit. Lots of delicious sweet like mango or banana fruits.
I am hyped for this meal. Cannot wait.
And just as everyone's kind of sitting down and starting out, you see a bunch of the Matangi kind of come out to the center of this large, stamped out dirt space. And they begin to move in synchronous kind of dance, mixed in with a bunch of stomps and a bunch of grunts and outcries, and you watch as they're all very synced up. It's quite impressive, the performance they're putting on. And then another orc kind of jumps out, and they're coated in what looks to be a jaguar's pelt. It's a female orc, and this pelt seems to be very ritualistic. It's got all kinds of golden rings on it and all kinds of other kind of decorations. The eyes seem to have been replaced with amber. And she seems to be like the center of this dance, as every time she kind of has like a little solo like stamps or spins or whatever, then the rest kind of follow up with a large synchronized movement. It's very rhythmic, and it's very it helps lift the spirits somewhat. And it also seems to be a somewhat more like they're telling a story or a narrative with it.
I'm loving this.
Raph is staring in awe. Her eyes are locked to it. She's looking at everything that's going on.
Yeah, I'm cheering the whole time.
Is there any way to kind of know what story they're telling?
Oh, you can attempt to recall knowledge of your choice.
I will not. I'm too enthralled.
I would love to. I don't know. Would this just
Unfortunately, I
be
don't have
like
anything aside
society?
from warfare.
Society
You'll
might be the thing. Society is used for a lot of cultural based recall knowledges.
Try the
Suppose
warfare
I'll
lore.
try that.
You never know what's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
okay. Sure, I'll try the warfare.
Bruh.
How might I make a check like that? Sorry, I'm sort of new to Roll20, so.
No problem. On your character sheet on the front page, there's all your skills down the center bar there. You just hit the blue name of the skill check to roll it.
Oh, there we go.
Interesting.
I sure hope you had a story planned out for this.
I do. I was just trying to find any other information, and interestingly enough, I did not.
I now know everything about Orcish culture.
All right. Gail, you're the only one who's heard of this, as it's rather uncommon, even in the Mwangi Expanse. You remember that the orcs pray to some foreign god, one not from Garand, which is the southern continent of Galarian. Her name is Kazutal, or Majagua, also known as Mother Jaguar. Other than that, you don't know too much more about her other than that the orcs do worship her in some lighter degree. It's not much of a strong faith as much as it is a strong reverence for this Majagua.
I just like happily explain this to my friends around me. Just because I love new knowledge about learning and teaching knowledge about the jungle.
So now that you all know that she's some foreign god, you can all attempt a religion check if you seem fit. You do need to be at least trained, though, to make this check.
Raph wasn't paying attention to Gale.
Dang.
Like I said, Raph is too enthralled.
Well, as Kazutal is not from the Mongi Expanse innately, none of you really know about her. Only loosely that the Matangi have great reverence for her, as evidenced by this dance. And the whole dance takes about 5 minutes to complete, and when they're done, all the orcs are breathing heavy, panting somewhat, as it was a very exhausting affair, but they all seem to be in good spirits. All the surrounding, dwarves and halflings are all like cheering and whistling, and yeah, I can make a roll for you there.
Raph
One
gives a standing
second.
ovation.
I'm going wild. That was great.
Takuma gives a polite cheer. Still remains sitting in comparison.
I start clapping, but I do remain sitting.
Zexel, unfortunately, doesn't know about Majagua either. You do recognize a little bit of her aspects, though. She seems to be a goddess of hunting, and maybe she has some warfare-like aspects. But it's hard to know for sure. So as you're all standing for, have a standing ovation and everything like that, the Mukluk kind of gets up and walks out and addresses everyone, and he's like, I know you've all been having a bit of a hard time in the jungle, but we want to say thank you for making it this far. The Matangi fight always to keep everyone protected, but we cannot always be there. So, we want to thank the warriors who helped bring you all here to us today, as he motions over, and your group and many of the orcs and dwarves and halflings begin applauding quite loudly. Fighting spirits is hard to find, even more so in the face of those devil apes. We, the Matangi, thank you and appreciate your bravery. He bows. Many of them bow as well. With that, we hope this evening will help ease your spirits and heal your wounds. We have many things to show you all in appreciation. And with that, he leaves the field, and suddenly 2 orcs out of nowhere just tackle each other and begin wrestling each other in the center of this ring. Many of the Matangi are hooting and hollering, calling out names. When one of them is satisfactorily pinned to the ground, another orc from the crowd just suddenly comes bursting in and tackles the one on top. It seems to be a bear pit of some sort of wrestling.
I'm like on the verge of tears from his speech, and then as soon as the wrestling starts, I just like stand up and start going wild. I'm loving it.
Many of the Montanji kind of come around and circle these individuals, and it seems to just be an affair of whoever wins is unceremoniously tackled by someone else in the crowd suddenly. And
Is
he
this
watches.
something we might be able to participate in?
No one's stopping you.
Oh,
I really want to join, but I also know I'll get absolutely wrecked because I don't have strength.
hey, I wait for one of the orcs to pin another, and then I join in.
Okay. Describe to us how you suddenly jump the victorious orc, and then make an athletics roll for me, please.
As he's celebrating, I sort of come up in front of him, and then tackle him to the ground, and then start wrestling with him on the ground. And what did you say it was? What
Athletics.
check? Athletics? Oh,
Oh,
boys.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh, rough.
Oh,
Technically, you
no.
didn't have a
My
hero-
opinion
you didn't have
of
hero
you.
point.
Just got
I
So,
have such a high opinion too.
one thing that we do have in Pathfinder is every session, you start with a hero point, and they don't accumulate, so you only have ever one unless I reward you one for doing something, above and beyond. And you can use a hero point to reroll a check. You can use a hero point to make someone else reroll a check. You can use a hero point to you sacrifice all remaining hero points to avoid going to less than 1 HP from an attack.
I'd love to reroll that.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, I have a 4 in this, by the way.
This is so painful.
Oh, are you not trained in athletics?
I don't believe I am, but I have a ton of strength, so.
1 second, let me double check your character sheet.
Cyrus is not.
Nope. It's not one of the skills you picked. Wunderbar.
This is such a bummer.
Ah, that would make sense why. Okay. Yeah, Magus gets a little dicked because they only get 2 plus intelligence modifier skills.
Rip.
Plus Arcana,
Fine.
plus
It's fine.
1 from their hybrid theory, I believe.
So
But
am I
anyway.
not allowed to make rolls on things I'm not trained in?
No, you are. Some roles do
Okay.
require a certain proficiency, but something that is like anyone can do, like wrestling, for instance. You're free to do so. It's just probably not going to go well.
Oh, yeah,
And,
like you just did.
So you come up and everyone's kind of like woo, watching because you didn't tackle him out of nowhere as standard. You kind of challenged him. As you grip onto this orc, you realize that the Matangi are just made of 100% muscle. Like, you've got maybe 1.5 foot on this individual, and you're suddenly like folded over like young bamboo, as it takes no time at all for the Matangi to quickly pin you to the ground, after which he stands up and cheers raucously.
I'm laughing the entire time as I just get put into the ground.
As you're
this
getting
happens,
up, go ahead.
I want to like this is like my motivation to finally get in. So I just like take off my machete and hand my gun to whoever's next to me and say, "Hold this for a moment," and I run for the orc that just took him down.
Okay, how do you tackle him and roll in athletics?
I'm like get real low as I'm running and try to like sweep the legs and then go for like a big old like wrestling just body slam on it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
My god, dude.
So as he's cheering, and Cyrus, you're like helped up by some of the other Matanji who are patting you on the shoulder, and they're just like, good job, and suddenly like a sudden wisp of a shadow leaps from the crowd, hits this orc in like his mid pelvis as he's completely caught off guard, and then is suddenly German suplexed over the top of Gale. Just crunch, his shoulders hit the ground, his head hits the ground, and everyone just stops for a moment. And as you kind of let go of this orc, everyone just suddenly, they call out, and like some of the younger orcs come out, and it's just kind of like that you know that like he got owned meme where they come out and like jumping all over you and everything like that.
Yeah,
Like
I
they're
like
just like, whoa, and jumping all over you, and they're just
Yeah.
like,
I stand up, I
yay!
like have my arms over my head, just like, yeah, just absolutely going wild because I did not expect it to go nearly as well as it did.
Sort
You
of
know,
like
While
come up
he's
behind you and raise
distracted.
you up.
Oh,
Raph, go ahead. And
while
we'll get
he's
Cyrus.
distracted, I'm gonna hand his gun off to the person who's next to me, run in and try and tackle him.
Yeah, 100%. I was running in like, if this goes well, I gotta keep my guard up because I know someone's coming at me. And then as soon as I did it, I was just like, fuck yeah, and I just like completely lost it. It had not paying attention at all.
Okay, what were you saying, Cyrus?
It's fine. If they're gonna continue with the tackling. It's all
Okay.
good.
Go ahead, Raph. This is going to be an athletics check versus Gale's fortitude to DC.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
+0. Let's go.
absolutely wrecked.
You know what? I'm hero pointing this. Fuck you.
No, no.
All right, describe your tackle.
Thing what he did, he went low. I'm literally gonna go high. I'm gonna just start running, and as soon as I get close to him, jump, and just like, as I get close, and just like hug his upper body and take him down.
All right.
I at least put up a fight though.
Oh, you do. Raph tackles you. You hit the ground, and you're suddenly in a dire tussle. All the orcs kind of step back away who are surrounding you for the moment. And the cheering has gone wild. You guys are making a really great show for everyone. Gale, go ahead and make your athletic check against Raph's fortitude DC.
No,
Fail.
I hear a point.
All right.
Fail.
No.
Gale is trying his best to topple over Raph, and Raph is just spidering all over the top, unable to be completely turned over. Raph, go ahead. If you get one more success, you win the bout. It's best of 3.
No.
And after a moment, just being completely pinned, your upper torso pinned to the ground for the ceremony's 3 seconds. The orcs around are counting, and after they hit 3, they're all like, yeah! As Raph has declared the new winner.
Yeah, I go wild too. I'm all about it. Like, I want to go for a nice, like, predator handshake, but I also know that someone's about to come wreck Raph.
They're all cheering, jumping, all having fun. And then Mukluk comes up through the crowd, and they kind of disperse a bit. And he's sitting there looking rather cocksure, rather cocky, and it looks like he's openly challenging you, Raph. And motions for you to make the first move. All right, how do you attempt to tackle him?
Seeing what I did worked last time, I'm honestly gonna try it again, but I assume he knows that move already, so it's probably why it failed.
Yeah, so you leap up, jumping to tackle his, the highest part of his, center of balance. Try to hit him from that point, and he spreads his legs out and catches you. Your body crumples as he just completely negates your force, and suddenly he puts a hand on your shoulder and
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Oh my!
Oh my god.
I have no hope in hell. I'm tapping out on this one. This guy, if he rolls a 2, he beats my fort DC. I'm
Plus
tapping out on this.
18.
he also nat 20'd you.
Yeah.
I'm like going wild, and then as soon as this happens, I just get like extremely quiet, thinking like, that was almost me.
It was almost you. He was gonna
Like
challenge...
I'm glad that Raph came and dethroned me right before this. I could at least
Alright.
put up a fight against Raph.
Zexel is doing something, and I've been asked to repeat it.
While all this is going on up until that point, I want to say that Takuma maybe found like one of the decorative jungle flowers and just placed it on Dribble's head. So it's a cute little cloud axolotl with a flower on it.
All right. And for those who don't know, and I mean, this stream has been bouncing all over the place, Jesse, or Zexel, is unfortunately not in an easy place to easily communicate, so they have to type to me. So they are here, they're typing, but Roll20 is kind of one of those places that it's just really hard to access the internet sometimes. So they're only going through Discord. So Zexel is here, but unfortunately it's just a private show for everyone here in the Discord. All right. So, Raph, that hand goes on your shoulder, and in no time at all, your world spins as you're instantly pinned to the ground as he crit you, and which causes you to be restrained rather than just grabbed. And as he's got you pinned and the count is being done, suddenly Zexel gets up, runs, and throws Dribble at his face. And
Yeah, I'm cheering for Dribble all the way.
One second.
It's pretty good.
Ah. I see. That's not the full description of it, though. So I need to look real quick. Oops, not that one. Oh, it just grants a straight bonus. Oh, okay. I see. Alright. So, you run up, Zexel, and throw Dribble in his face. as a temporary distraction, giving yourself a quick guidance with a word, you tackle, or at least attempt to, making a big show of it. You aggressively attempt to move his ankle and fail to do so, as Mukluk leans down and pins you to the ground with one hand. Oops, no, that's not the roll. Where is the roller? There it is. Not a strong roll, but that's still going to succeed. Actually, that's going to crit. Nope, it's not crit. It's close.
Ooh. That would have been embarrassing if a 5 got a crit.
It was 2 off. But, Zexel is desperately trying to go. Dribble is, like, shooting water in Mukluk's face. Anything you're gonna try to do to squirm out of this? All right. So this was done in our group chat. I'm just gonna tell this to the stream. Oh shucks, how unfortunate. Zexel is pinned by the big strong orc. Zexel enjoys it. So no, they don't do anything to get away.
This is amazing. I'm loving every moment of this.
And after a few moments, Mukluk lets you up and just pets Zexel on the head, and he's just like, "Good show." With that, there is a variety of other kinds of games. My mic died? Oh, your mic died. Okay. Corwin will be temporarily out of service while they can figure out their mic situation.
Oh, no.
But there's a variety of other games are done. There's like a tug of war kind of situation. There is like a dance off. There is the drinking of jungle spirits, as they take out this very strong smelling, fruity wine almost. And they can see who can drink a full tankard without falling to the ground.
I participate in everything I can.
I'm curious, are these standard size tankards or are these larger tankards than normal?
I mean, they're like your standard mug. You know, like the dwarven mug of ale kind of thing. It's a tankard, so.
Except it's like hard alcohol now.
Oh, it's
yeah.
It's like 100 proof wine. Like, it's almost inedible.
It's just fruity Everclear.
It really is.
Takuma will join Zexel with the dance off.
I will
Alright.
join as well.
I join everything.
All right, Cyrus, go ahead and make a fortitude saving throw for me, please. It's a DC 25.
Oh no.
Oh no, boys.
Just to make the dance off more interesting.
That's a crit fail. You are... Let's see here. Now, I can't remember. Is this in drugs or is this just in consumables?
I think alcohol's under consumables, not drugs.
I think it actually is under drugs. Maybe it's an alchemical item.
It's in drugs. It's item level 0. He passed it.
Oh no, that's not the one he's drinking. No, it's not just alcohol. It is... No, it's not Zerk. It's not that one. Well, I don't think they have the Mwongi one here, sadly. They probably didn't give it stats, but that's fine. Unless it's Scour. No. So I'll give you the same penalty as Elven Absinthe, which is a crit failure, so you are... Interesting. You've loosened up somewhat, so you get a +2 item bonus to diplomacy and performance checks for an hour. But you're also drained too, meaning you lose 3 times your level in HP. So you feel pretty like wasted, but you get a bonus to your performance checks to dance with everyone else. So as everyone is dancing, go ahead and make performance rolls. I'll roll for Zexel, as Zexel has said that they are doing the dirty dancing routine with Dribble.
Let's go!
Wow.
Raph cannot dance. 2 left feet.
We're all not good at this.
Well, most of you fail the basic check. Raph is the whitest girl dancing that you've ever seen.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say I do bad because I'm too distracted by Raph's dancing just to save my face.
I see.
Sure.
It's like that, you know, that horrible, it was a big thing when twerking was a big thing, where that girl was just like moving everything but her ass. Just like she's just like flexing her spine more than actually twerking. That's essentially Raph right now.
It also doesn't help that it's getting dark and so it's just getting really hard to see me.
But Zexel, with their +1 for, because Dribble has the Accompanist familiar ability, which adds a +1 to their performance check, does pretty good, as they're just kind of doing, you know, the dirty dancing routine, spinning around very sensually, like bending over each other. If it wasn't a little rain cloud, you might get thoughts.
My image of Zexel and also Dribble is ruined forever.
And Cyrus, despite the bonus you got from drinking the alcohol, you're feeling loose. Just goes out and is just kind of doing the limp noodle dance. No. Cyrus looks like they're about ready to pass out. They're more possessed, dancing in this moment. Just, you know, that kind of dance.
In order to, in an attempt to redeem myself, my lost honor from this dance, I want to go to the drinking immediately.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me a fort save.
So close.
Okay. It's not bad, though. You go and you drink, and you feel pretty warm and fuzzy after that. You don't have any negative consequences. You just get a bonus to your diplomacy and performance checks, as you're feeling loose enough to talk freely with people with a strange charisma born from alcohol.
I slam it down on the table and do the big ol' hearty exhale. Go, that was good. And I'm just like talking to whoever's next to me, just like about this alcohol now.
Okay. Go ahead, make an impression for me with the orcs. Roll diplomacy, +2. Okay. Yeah, you're starting to get along with the Mitanji. You make a pretty decent impression, and they're all just like, yeah, and they're like, I don't know. Can you do another one, Dockman?
We'll see, and I down another one.
All right, roll for another fort save.
Nope.
That's a crit failure. So you go from the first stage to the third stage, which means you lose 3 times your level and HP temporarily, and you become stupefied 4, which means
Amazing.
Your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks and DCs, including your will saving throw, are reduced by this amount.
Or, oh my god.
By
I just
4.
I down it and then immediately go nope and like pass out.
He's just nothing left but a gibbering mass on the ground. After feeling good and just so willing to talk to people, now you're just not even coherently speaking. I also want to mention to the chat that Zexel is completely innocent and has no idea how the dance could be misunderstood whatsoever. There was a tug-of-war, yes.
Oh, I want to get in on that one now. Now that I'm drunk, I have nothing stopping me.
Sure, Cyrus drunkenly comes up to all of you and begins to, like, come on, we need to go show him who's boss. Grab the rope.
Let's go. Come on.
Wait,
I'm like
wait.
all in.
Before we do that, here, each of you drink this. I just give him some water.
I slam it. I like backhand it out of here. I'm like, I don't need nothing. I need to go to the rope.
He turns into Rick from Rick and Morty.
100% just bite my tongue.
Stuttering and yeah. Cyrus is just like, oh fuck yeah, more drinks, and downs it in a second. Unable to tell the difference as they're so drunk now, even if it was alcohol, they probably couldn't tell.
Oh, go to tug-of-war.
Yeah.
Yep, might as well.
This is the best day
Mandatory
of
now.
Gil's life.
So, you all do tug-of-war, and, I mean, technically no one has any penalties to it. It also requires an athletics check from everyone.
Can Qual and them help? Can Qual and them participate in this one?
Qualnam will be permitted to participate, sure.
Yes.
Oh no, does
Oh no.
Zexel
Oh,
drink
no.
some as well?
Oh no.
Why is that a 34? Why is that a
What?
plus?
Yeah.
Oh, I set them to their scores, not as pluses.
No, they're supposed to be bonuses, not the scores.
Okay. Well,
Qualnam just hulks out, rips the continent from the shelf.
that makes sense.
Well, Zexel drinks, and it doesn't go well. Zexel gets a bonus to their performance and diplomacy checks, and loses 6 times their level.
I
Vic?
think I just like
Or 3 times their level. In HP.
I just like pass out on the rope and sleeping.
Still a pretty good roll.
It is an athletics check. It is not a strength roll. So they're not
It doesn't have any
trained.
athletic
Ah, I see.
because we shared the same proficiencies.
Ah, you shouldn't actually.
Yeah, we do. It's in the.
I'll have to look at it real quick. I actually think you don't. I'll read it real quick. Oh, it does share your skill proficiencies. Weird. I could have swore they got their own proficiencies because I think they get feats for that.
There's like
Interesting.
one feat that I know of where like you each learn different skills, and then like once you reach 7th level, you both become master in it. Pretty sure, or is it just expert? Not sure.
Yeah, so certain class features increase your... Huh, interesting. Shares your skill proficiencies, yeah. Alrighty. I mean, either way, you didn't get like any level bonus or anything from this, so it's not like there was any advantage. So... Zexel's just sitting there. Loopy is all heck cheering y'all on as Gale is lying on the rope, passed out, and you're all trying so hard. Qualnam puts up a really good fight, but the dead weight of both Gale and Cyrus is a little too much as you guys get easily beaten out. But rather than, you know, shoving it in your all's faces, the Mitanji come over and they're just cheering with you and they're excited and they're happy. And, you know, it's a good night. Y'all have some great bonding experiences with the Mitanji.
When we lose, I like the rope falls and I just fall on my face and then immediately sit up and just start cheering. Going wild. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, hungover tomorrow. I offer you water again, now that the rope is done.
I grab it and down it and then slam the cup on the ground and cheer some more.
All right, sure. Do you want me to roll for you, Zexel, or do you want to... It'll be a diplomacy roll. Did see you roll something earlier.
Can't wait to wake up in the morning and have to so desperately try to find my gun.
That's
No.
true. I no longer know where it is because I just handed off who was ever next to me.
It ended up being in Takuma by the end of it because she was the last one to get up and join in the festivities.
That's probably one of the scariest things, huh? You wake up from a drunken stupor and you're like, where's my gun?
What about waking up in a drunken stupor with a gun?
All
That is
right.
probably a bit worse.
I do have a quick question here, Zexel. Oh, you have impressive performance. All right. Are you trying to seduce the orc or be friends with the orc? I have to ask.
Friend with benefit.
What's the difference?
The type of dance they do. Zexa only knows friends. Alright, cool. Alrighty, well then, yeah, go ahead and make a performance roll. To make an impression with the orcs.
Don't you have?
And that's a 17, thanks to Dribble's accompanyingness. So,
Is that also counting the bonus from the alcohol?
oh, that's true. So it's actually a 19.
Ooh.
So, Zexel comes up and is just doing like the oh god, what's it called? Oh, where did I see it from? Like the dance came into my mind, but I don't remember where I saw it from. But you come up to the orcs and you start like rhythmically like dancing in like a V formation, like going from one side a couple times to the other time, doing it in a very rhythmic fashion, and the orcs are loving it, and they start dancing with you. They start doing the same kind of like V dance that you've invented for them. It's a great time. They all love it. You've added to their culture.
I'd love to join them. I think at this point I'm so drunk. I'm doing that thing where like I join everything always but never finish anything. So I'll like just move on to something else before the thing I'm doing is done.
Well, you all have a great night as eventually you're all set to rest in high spirits and terrible hangovers. The next morning, y'all kind of awaken up. Some of you, after having been dragged to your various hut that you've been set in, and you wake up with some nice water and some fresh fruit in the morning. Those who have the drained condition still. So for the drained condition, you got drained 2. Drained reduces at one per day. So now you all should be drained 1, which means you're just missing your level in HP, and you have a terrible hangover.
And the similar rule goes for wounded conditions, right?
Yes, wounded condition does reduce by 1. But everyone does get their HP, or their con times their level and HP back. Minimum 1. Or minimum 1 per level, I should say.
So how much do we lose, and then we gain content level?
Heal yourself first, because the drain reduces your max HP. So the drain just essentially, well, the drain for everyone should just be 2 HP off your maximum. So
I drank no alcohol.
then you're fine. You wake up to wonderful fruit in the morning.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I desperately look for my gun and do my daily gun cleaning and also bullet making.
Okay. It's a bit arduous at first, as you got just a pounding headache. But you clean your gun out, you find that there's probably a little bit more dirt in the barrel than you would have liked. But it's easy enough for you to clean out. As you're all kind of leaving your various huts to greet the day, you see many of the Matangi are getting ready to head out. Strapping on their gear, they look like they're getting ready to either for conflict or something.
Was it similar to how it looked like the day prior?
I mean, somewhat. This does seem to be like their standard gear. And you see Mukluk among them with his demon render spear, getting ready to head out.
Just like sitting around outside making bullets while I watch them.
I'll approach him.
You dare approach me? No, go ahead.
Yes.
So,
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I see you looking well. I hope your
I
friends are feeling the same.
Bit hungover. They got too into it last night.
I'm feeling great, thank you. I yell from a distance. Just
He
like pushing
smiles.
through the hangover.
Feeling good spirits though.
Good, good.
Was wondering though about that proposition you had for us last night. Never talked any more about it.
Oh, yes. We will get to that soon. First, I want to make sure you all are in the best condition before we get to that. Right now, me and my people are gonna go about and make sure that the surrounding area is okay to travel through. We'll probably be gone for most of the day, so take the time to relax.
Okay. Thank you. Good luck. Fight hard.
He nods. You see a scaly blue foot sticking out of a nearby bush.
I walk over to it.
Looking in, you see Zexel is in a bush with dribble covering their eyes, like a blindfold.
Are you okay? Like leaning down.
They are completely out of it. Somehow between being put in their hut and now, they have crawled into a bush to sleep.
I'll call Qualnam over and ask him to help me carry Zexel back. to their hut.
Qualnam agrees and does so. Gently coiling around their body before picking them up.
Takuma is outside of her hut doing her morning stretches and all of that, wincing every now and then when she stretches a bit too far for the wounds that have yet to fully heal.
Okay.
Yeah, after I escort Zexel back, I will approach Takuma.
Apparently
want me to-
Zexel is desperately clinging to Qualnam and refused to let go in their sleep.
Well, okay. Just do you want me to treat your wounds?
Oh, that'd be greatly appreciated.
DC 15 medicine check, treat wounds. Let's go.
Alrighty. Success. That's 2d HP back and reduces the wound condition by 1.
Only 5.
That's fine. She hasn't really lost health since the fight, and she was healed pretty much back to full. But that wounded really does help. Thank you so much.
Of course. And I'll spend 20 minutes doing treat wounds on me and Qualnum.
Kit,
Both
make
at
two
DC
medicine rolls.
Both 15.
Kit.
Oh! Hell yes. So that's 48?
Well, roll another one. You could botch the other one
Oh.
and injure yourself.
That's true.
Nope,
Okay.
already. So yes, that's 48.
And the other one can't be higher than that, so
No, it can't be. It's impossible.
sweet. Full health. Then I'll just go around the village, just ask if anyone else needs their wounds treated.
Many people take you up on your offer. Mostly the Sango. As the Terlu dwarves were pretty much, uninjured. And honestly, Masib is a good healer and has tended to many of the other individuals.
Sweet. But anyone who takes me up my offer, I will treat best of my ability. And without complaints. And always with a smile.
Okay. You'll have the day to do whatever you see fit and counts as a downtime day for anyone who wishes to partake in a downtime day. Otherwise, it's just mostly healing and relaxing from your, harrowing journey up until this point.
Takuma's gonna do some weaving and try to make some more bandages.
Okay.
When I'm
So pretty
done.
much after that stretching, she just hides in her hut for the rest of the day.
Oh. When I'm done treating everyone with wounds, I'll check up on the group if they need anything. If they don't, I will offer to help Takuma.
Okay. You come up and knock on the side of the hut of Takuma's hut.
You see a spider form peeking around the corner very cautiously.
Oh, I haven't seen this before.
You haven't, you were out for this.
Oh, rip.
So there's a giant spider in Takuma's hut.
Takuma?
Yes.
A strangely person voice comes from the spider.
Are you the spider?
Yes, this is me. I'm sorry, give me a moment. And she just runs back inside and switches back to her orc form.
Oh, no need, just a little off-putting. Had some...
Sorry about that.
No, it's alright, it's alright. Just seeing if you needed anything, needed any help.
Are you okay with spiders? I have to ask for what I'm doing.
I mean, spiders in general, just like the jungle, spiders can be deadly. Had some encounters with them, but I know you. I know you won't hurt me.
Okay. I'm doing some weaving for the rest of the day.
Ooh. What are you weaving?
Well, from the looks of it, you're gonna need more bandages.
Benches are always going to be useful.
Or I can make a blanket. Kind of similar to the one she just gestures to the one she has for where she sleeps.
Blanket might be nice, but let's focus on the bandages for now.
Okay. And she switches back to spider form.
Now that she knows it's you, she's definitely less off-put by it. Seems more comfortable.
Has an internal mild panic attack like, oh shit, did any of the other Matandi that are still here see me? So, I haven't dabbled in crafting yet. Not for a while.
Okay.
Is it a similar DC for crafting for something like bandages, or is this more for fur?
Well, I mean, bandages have no mechanical benefits in the game, so this can just be a flavor thing for now. Typically, most crafts require 4 days to, do from start to finish. So, a day is not typically enough for most crafting, though you can definitely start a project and continue it later, of course. If you'd like to make
I actually have something for that.
Ooh.
For temporary items.
Damn.
Actually, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find any items you think that might be useful for 24 hours, you're free to do so as per the feat.
Okay. She'll just do the bandage stuff. But that's all she's gonna focus on, so flavor stuff.
And Zexel, your snares, I mean, you could make permanent snares, but you start every day with like 4 snares, like pre-made, that you can use, but they don't stack due to your snare crafter dedication. So like, you can make them, but you'll have to, like, essentially every day you just pick 4 snares from the snares that you know and can craft and have them prepared. If you want to make permanent snares, like add to your inventory snares, you would need to spend downtime days as per normal. But the snares you craft from your dedication don't cost you anything either, so. Beyond any of this crafting stuff, is there anything anyone wants to do for the day?
I would like to, after I'm done with my gun maintenance and bullet crafting, I'll just quickly write in my journal that a recount of what I remember from last night, and I'll make up stuff that makes me sound good for what I don't remember. And then I basically just want to spend the rest of the day like talking more with the orcs around and exploring the jungle in like the very close vicinity of the village.
Okay. I'll tell you, you don't remember anything from when you gained the stupefied condition. Anything after that point, you just don't remember at all. You black out.
Yeah, I'll exaggerate the stuff I do remember and make up what I don't.
But looking around, the surrounding area seems to be, nothing too special, just jungle, if you don't go too far around. It seems like the Matangi have been keeping up a rather good perimeter on their camp for now.
Yeah, I have survey wildlife feat, so if I can find like if there are any creatures around.
Go ahead and make a survival roll then.
Curse.
The surrounding area is pretty light of any tracks. No animals would approach such a large encampment of people. And without risking going too far, you just don't find anything besides the occasional, jungle bird. None of which are within easy reach.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to find anything anyway. I'm more just like pretending to explore than actually exploring right now. Oh yeah, I also get +1 to survival checks in the jungle, so. How do I put that on the thing so that it's seen when I roll it?
You go click on the cog for survival, and then you can just like put it in the notes.
It is in the notes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it says +1 circumstance bonus when in forest.
Do you have notes turned on for your character sheet?
I don't know. How would I go about
Go
doing
over to options, and in the top left box, roll general options, click show notes and rolls.
Well, wish that was actually for something.
Waste of a nat 20.
It works.
They
Much
should
appreciated,
automatically be
friend.
turned on. But
It
everyone,
wasn't for me.
then everyone make sure that your notes are turned on
How
for
do I-
your character sheets.
How do I do that again?
Options, and then top left box, the rolls general options, and then show notes and rolls.
Options and then top. All right. There we go. Thank you.
No problem.
Should be automatically turned on, but roll 20 can be weird sometimes. All right, so nothing particularly done that day for anyone else.
Not unless I need to make a roll to look for natural reagents for natural healing.
No, you just need to be within a region that you can get them from. That's fine. I can do that for you, Zexel.
During the day, more so just like taking care of my equipment, cleaning it up, sort of recovering from last night, and taking out my notebook and sort of listing down, the events of last night. Do I remember any of that, or?
Yeah, you're fine. You didn't get the stupefied condition, so... Well, it may be hazy. You generally remember the events of the night.
And then I sort of spend the rest of the day freehand drawing some of the local like terrain and some of the huts.
Okay. And we'll see if Zexel has anything. Other than that, we'll just continue with the day. Okay. So, Takuma, you see a scaly blue snout poking around the doorway to your hut.
Little concerned seeing snares.
Oh, Zexel comes around with an armful of various components.
Ah, okay. There was some minor concern. She just hears snares being set up. She's like, wait a second, is that for me? Then calms down when she sees it's Zexel.
Yeah, Zexel wants to make snares with Takuma because they showed interest in them before.
Zexel gets to see spider form. Takuma weaving with spider paws.
And also Raph's there.
Where's your snake boy?
Also there.
Okay. So, you're all sitting there crafting items together, having some bonding time. The day goes by, and eventually it gets to evening again. And the Matanji come back. Eventually, Mukluk comes to find you all and gathers you up, telling you to meet over by the main hut, similarly close to where you all ate your dinner last night, whenever you're all ready.
Okay. There's a minor moment hearing footsteps where Takuma panics and shifts back into her orc form, hearing footsteps approaching. But she waits for everyone to be done before they head out.
Raph is ready to head out as soon as Zexel and Takuma are ready.
I
I'm
mean, I
also
don't know how
ready.
you can do that by accident. You have to intentionally set your trap up.
Well, it's in quotes.
I mean, yes, that's fair. Just wondering how they play it off. But, if you do so, he triggers the sound alarm, which the second he steps through the doorway, your type of alarm goes off loudly, especially for everyone in the hut, considering it's not that big.
I run over with my gun, ready to fight something.
Thank you, we'll be there shortly.
Yeah. All right. He then goes and marches off and waits for y'all to be collected. Zexel seems pleased that their trapped work.
Just pat Zexel on the head. And Dribble, since Dribble's there. Actually, that's a good question. When I pet Dribble, does my hand come away wet in any way, shape, or form, or is it just like clouds?
It does come away wet, because I believe it is a water elemental spirit. Water wisp. Apparently they and Sexel are both wet.
To be fair,
mean,
Dribble sits on their head, so.
That is true. So anyway, y'all need to get groups together.
I'm hyped. I've been waiting for this all day.
Has anyone seen Cyrus?
Oh, I'm approaching the group, just waiting.
Guess everyone's ready to go.
Yep.
Okay. So you all head off, and you head to the appointed meeting place, and you see Mukluk is there. He's removed a good majority of his armor now, and seems to be getting ready to turn in for the day, but he notices you all. It's somewhat dark out now. The sun has gone down, and just some dim torchlight is lighting up the some various areas around the camp. As he comes up, you can see the orange glow of the fire kind of over him, and you get a strong coppery smell that pierces the air around.
Does he look wounded at all?
He doesn't look wounded. Seems fine, mostly. But when he sees you all approach, he's like, "Good, you all come in no time at all. So, about that thing I mentioned the other day. Forgive me for being vague about it. It's not anything so secretive. I just wanted you all to rest without any concern of what might come. You see, with the both the caravans taken under our care, we're going to be heading to our main city of Nine Walls. And unfortunately, with so many people to watch over, we're going to need most of our camp, as it were. Unfortunately, we were originally supposed to go and meet up with one of our outposts. We haven't heard from them in a while, and we needed to get some information from them. I hate to ask, but I would like for you all to head there first and to find out what happened to the camp.
Okay. It seems fair. Though I must confess, I'm not sure of how to get to Nine Walls afterwards to find you.
Oh, no worries. I will have one of our own guide you to this encampment as well as to Nine Walls afterwards. Though he looks at you more closely now. Where are you from? You appear to be Rainkin, but I've never heard or seen of you before.
Specifies general region the Inati are from. Doesn't say exactly where, though.
The Inati are from a wide variety of areas. But that's fine. You mention a place. Do you have any idea, like, whereabouts?
I do not. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to memorize the map.
No worries. Uh, you mentioned. Well, we'll go over that. You mention another city, and he says, Then you are not one of the Matangi. Unfortunate. But who knows? That might not last for long.
Quirk's eyebrow in curiosity, but doesn't say anything.
In any regard, I would like for you all to make it back to Nine Malls in one piece. We don't see many such promising prospects out in the jungle.
My eyes are shining so bright at getting the compliment from the Matangi.
Anyway. Your contact is going to be Velguk, which I'll type out. He was in charge of the encampment, so you will be able to recognize him quite easily, I imagine. He's got a chipped tusk and has hair similar to mine, with one big scar going from his right ear to his chin.
Sorry, I'm writing down.
No worries. If you have any concerns, let me know, or if you have any questions. I'll send Tani Tani to you in the morning.
I'm okay with this.
I am very excited as I write this all in my journal.
Okay. With that, you're all free to go and rest for the evening.
Goes through her bag, make sure that she has enough rations for getting through, as she's not sure how long this trip will be.
Okay. Well, unless anyone has anything they need to do, you will rest for the evening and wake in the morning. As I try to find the art for Tiny Tiny. Yeah, everyone should be healed back up by the time this next day comes around. Because again, you'll heal your level times your con modifier. HP, you'll reduce any wounded or drained conditions by 1. And anyone who's not completely healed, I'm sure either Masib or even Raf will have you back in tip-top shape.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the curse of the 6 HP per level spellcaster classes, and you're playing a kobold to boot.
What? Oh. Laughs in 32 HP.
So, in the morning, as you're all getting up and ready to go, a female orc kind of approaches, and she introduces herself to each of you before, she waits for you at the entrance of camp. And you all meet Tiny Tiny. Daughter of the
staff.
Rainmaker.
Her arm seems like really long, right?
No?
Yeah, her right arm is pretty long.
Oh.
Because,
it is, yeah.
her elbow would go up to her hip, or down to her hip.
Yeah.
The other arm looks correct. I think they got the proportion a little bit wrong for the staff.
Or that's
She,
just
like,
intentional.
grope her knees without bending down.
I mean, I guess she could be an aberration sorcerer with the ability to extend her limbs.
Or it's just natural. You never know.
It's true.
She looks pretty dope though.
All characters made by Paizo do.
She looks pretty cool, yeah.
Anyway, so she comes up and she's like, I'm Tani Tani of the Daughter of the Rainmaker. Well, one of many. She chuckles to herself.
Ha 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 ha.
I'll be escorting you for this evening.
It's nice to meet you.
The same.
I'm Raph. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's a pleasure. I saw your performances when we had the feast, and I am excited to be journeying with you all today.
Likewise, Gene Wilder at your service.
I think your name is Gail.
That's what I said. Yeah. No, Gene Wilder's the actor. I didn't mean it.
You saw your last name and you defaulted to Gene Wilder.
This is what happens when I trust my memory.
I'm Takuma.
Greetings, my name is Cyrus.
Well, it is nice to meet you all. You can see as you're all kind of greeting at the entrance to the camp that many of the Matangi are breaking down the various huts and such, and the Songo and Tarlu are also getting their caravans ready. Well, there's no going back after this. I hope you're all ready to move through the jungle.
Ready as always.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Dribble. She pets the axolotl as you barely meet her midriff.
I lift up Zexel. So it's easier.
All right. And with that, she begins to escort you all through the jungle. She seems pretty well at taking care of herself. She moves through the jungle confidently. She seems to keep a machete on her as well to break through some of the undergrowth. It's a very particularly hot day as the humidity gets to a pretty high level of precipitation. Even though it's only about like 65, 70 degrees in the shade, you all feel like you've been sweating all day.
I'm fine with this. This is the temperature and environment of adventure.
You take periodic breaks to sit and drink water. There's a few times where she motions to, like, in a large opening where you see these large yellow plants. And you make you make a wide berth around them, as anyone who curiously watches, you can see some of the vines are animated and moving ever so slightly.
I'd like to keep my eyes open for any signs of creatures in the areas we're passing through.
Sure. When you're taking a break, you can do so.
Can I attempt a nature check to see what those plants are?
Sure.
I'd love to do that as well.
Sure. One second. 120 has been very slow.
Is this something that my terrain expertise could apply to?
No. Not to identifying creatures. Though, speaking of, you have terrain expertise as well, don't you, Gale?
Yep.
That does apply to your survey wildlife.
Yeah, this one was just for the plant as well. Because I wanted that too.
Well, you had to pick which one, and you said survey wildlife first.
Oh,
so...
yeah, then I'll do this wildlife. Which I think is survival. Oops.
Cool.
Well, then. I hate these tables they put on the Archive of Nethys. They just bung everything up.
So my sheet says it has a shield when I don't have one equipped. Is there any way to unequip that? Because it has equipped underneath it.
All characters have a shield AC. It only adjusts if you have a shield equipped.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And unfortunately, I've yet to find a way to unequip that because I'm technically a monk that doesn't carry a shield.
It's not an equip thing. It's just if you have a shield, it will show your adjusted AC in that location for when you raise shield. Because shield doesn't adjust your AC. What adjusts your AC is using the ray shield action.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I really like it. Oh, Archive of Nephis, please. I just want to look up plants. Oh. There are forest dragons. Huh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Gimme, gimme.
Let's see. Found the creature, finally. Zexel, Cyrus, and Gale. Unfortunately, not Takuma, sadly. You recognize these are giant snapping fly traps. They appear to be inanimate right now, but you know they're actually capable of crawling across the ground at a pretty alarming pace for a plant. Their speed is 15 feet.
Dang. I narrated all while noting it down in my journal.
They're yellow, right?
There are a variety of colors. These appear to be yellow. But like many plants, they have different variations depending on their terrain. And for some reason, Archive of Nethys doesn't have the picture for it. I need to add this to your compendium.
I'm kind of curious what this forest dragon looks like, if it's actually just a green dragon or if it's something else.
I don't know. I just noticed it because I looked up plant, and apparently they count as plants. So these are when they're not in necessarily hiding mode, what the snapping fly traps look like.
God, these things are terrifying.
oh, that's cute.
They are also considered a large creature. And because this is the first time that some of you are making recall knowledge checks, anyone who made the check prior can make another check. The DC does get increased, and you can keep finding facts on the creatures until you either fail the check or you hit the max DC increase.
Just like the same check.
Yep, same check. So, for instance, in this situation, Takuma would be the only one who wouldn't roll again. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Nope, that's all y'all know about the fly traps.
Well, that was short-lived.
Well, I mean, you just know basically what about them from stories you've heard and everything like that. Anything more about them, you just don't have the personal experience for. All right. Now we're going to be rolling on the random encounter table.
Ooh.
Dragon, dragon, dragon.
You're going to be traveling through the jungle for 5 days. And there is a 30% chance of running into a creature or an event. Not always creatures. So let's go ahead and roll a few of these dice, shall we? So anything 70 or higher will result in an event. Okay, you have one
only one.
event on the second day. And now I get to roll on the actual encounter table. And hope you don't die. That's pretty good, middle of the table. Oh, woof.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Is that good or bad?
I don't
Oh,
like
it's
the sound
bad.
of that.
No, it's always bad.
Yes, give it to me.
I'll tell you, the jungle's not a nice place.
You couldn't kill me even if you tried, coward.
Shut the fuck up.
One second, our music died because I didn't loop it for some reason.
Wow.
Time to learn combat.
Well, me too.
What?
Whoa, me too.
Okay.
All right. Yep, this is the one. Okay. So, as you're all traversing through the deep undergrowth, let's see here. I don't know why I did that. This map doesn't have dynamic lighting on it. One second as I set up the map. Actually, let me change the grid color real quick.
Also, is what's her face with us?
Yes, Tiny
Tiny
is with
Tiny.
you. Let me grab her token real quick. But now's a great time. Cyrus, make sure your token has your appropriate health put on it. You can double click your token and then you can adjust your health maximum and current health. Make sure everyone's healths are maxed out as they should be.
That is the green bar, right?
Yes.
Make sure you've changed it for the level up.
Yes. You're level 2 now, so make sure you've adjusted that on your character sheet as well. Okay, everything should be set. So, as you're traversing through the jungle, let me actually set up a box here for everyone. Okay, you're all free to orientate yourselves in the given box as you like.
Do we know where?
You don't know
we're
where
about
the
to
thing
be in
is
a
yet.
fight? Do we know
What
that there is a
direction?
thing?
Nope, not yet. So
What
this is
direction are we
essentially
traveling?
you're traveling
Oh,
from
sorry.
top right to top or bottom left.
Okay.
I'm probably like off over here, like doing some exploring, checking stuff out on my own.
Alrighty. So, as you're all kind of just meandering through the jungle, suddenly, let's see here. Ooh, most of you might not even notice it. What is Tany's perception? Nope. Okay. All right. So, no one seems to notice. Real quick, we're gonna hop into exploration mode. So for exploration mode, and actually we don't need Qualnem because Qualnem goes the same time as Raph does. For exploration mode, this is kind of like non-combat, not like each round is 30 seconds rather than 6. That's fair. No worries, Exo. Just let me know where you want your character, more or less, and I'll adjust it. But we're going to be ordering ourselves from 1 to 6, right? Yes, I believe there are 6 of you. Whoever wants to, lead the charge.
I'm in the back. I'll take 6.
I assume as a sort of semi-tank, I should be near the top. But I'm also new to the whole combat thing.
If you want, I can take first if you want to take second.
Yeah, that would work, actually. Thank you.
I guess I'll be somewhere in the middle, just doing my own thing.
Oh, the middle slot, I believe, has been mostly taken. So I guess you're going to have to be number 5. Cyrus, you can adjust your initiative there on the track. He took the number 2 slot, so you can adjust your initiative to 2. Cyrus?
Did it not go through?
It might not have gone through, or someone else put their initiative in. It might have reset, yeah.
Okay. There we go.
goes.
I just had to enter. My bad.
No worries. All right, so since this is the first exploration mode for everyone, you declare, if you are taking an exploration activity, you can declare what that activity is. I have a list of them here. If you do take a exploration activity and you have no feature or feat that says otherwise, your character will move at half speed, which means if you have a 25-foot movement, you move at 2, 3, 2 for your actions. But your exploration action, whatever you take, is active the entire time on your turn. So you don't have to take special actions unless you're doing something other than your exploration activity. Suzanne will be a great example to show y'all what is to be done. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Takuma. What's your exploration activity? And take your turn.
She is going to scout. Actually, if you want, I do have the pictures from when I shared the different exploration activities. If you want, I can just post them in the general chat.
Sure, go ahead. And the scout action gives the group a circumstance bonus to initiative checks.
It's out of order, but those are all of the activities listed on Archive of Nethys for exploration activities.
And then you can also opt to take no exploration activity, or you can even hustle if you decide to either move your full movement or double your movement, respectively.
All right.
Oh.
Scouting is half movement.
Cam, just to remind you, my Eidolon and I can take separate exploration activities.
Yes. I was actually notified of this the other day because Devin was telling me about it for his samurai character. So, go ahead, Takuma.
She'll stop about there. She doesn't want to get too far from the group.
This is all considered to be like simultaneous within the same 3 actions. So if anything does happen, everyone will get to finish their move before the event. So
Okay, I'll take the last 2 steps then. That's of her.
All right, Cyrus, you got the list of actions there.
I'd love to take the search action.
Okay, so go ahead and make a perception roll. And because this is an exploration activity, you either get your average or higher depending on your roll. So essentially you'll always get at least 10 plus your proficiency.
And it's what roll again? Sorry.
It's perception, which is going to be on the right hand side of your character sheet, not in your skill column. Okay, so you have a trained proficiency of +5, so you actually got a 15 on that perception rather than 14.
Alrighty, and then, can I move while doing this? Yeah.
Yeah. This is like this is your action you're taking for all your actions essentially, but you can do other things as well. You'll be moving at half speed, so you can move 2, 3, 2. 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 2 spaces.
Oh, okay. So this would be 2, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to end about 2, and then I'll end about here.
Okay. Tani is gonna go, and Tani is gonna have Detect Magic active.
I'm really liking the jungle music.
All right, Zexel, is there anything you'd like to do specifically? Gale, you're on deck. Rough. Unfortunately, Tani is a sorcerer, so they also have Detect Magic. Okay. So what this means for Zexel, since they're taking the investigate action, is anytime they come within proximity of something that requires a recall knowledge check, they automatically make a roll for it. All right, and where would you like to move? Okay, sticking close to the guide. That's fair. Gale, what action are you doing?
I don't think I'd have any reason to do stealth, so I think I'd do a search action as well.
Well, don't forget, because you're a sniper, if you start combat while stealthing or hiding, you get to roll your stealth for your initiative.
Yeah.
Which allows you to get
love
your
to,
headshot.
but I don't think I'd have any reason to, right?
Maybe.
jungle
It depends.
has-
Sorry, go ahead.
The jungle has many dangers. You never know when something comes up. Best to be
I
prepared.
have yet to be stealthy in the jungle, though. So,
I
like,
don't think that's true.
I mean, I'll happily do stealth. If y'all think I have a valid reason to be stealth.
To hide from potential dangers and be able to get the drop on them.
But I'm an explorer.
It's up to you, whatever you decide to do. I'm just letting you know generally like how your action works. Because you have someone who's scouting, you have someone who's searching, and you have someone who's investigating currently.
Yeah.
So whatever you think you would do, like I said, not all encounters are combat.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know, because I would see them doing what I'm planning to do, and I might think to do stealth. So yeah, I guess I'll stealth. Avoid
Okay.
detection or whatever. That's just a stealth roll, right?
Correct. All right, and
And also, I move 5 extra feet while sneaking.
yes. So for you, that would mean that your movement is actually
2,
3,
3,
4,
3.
3.
3, 4, 3. Oh yeah, it's every time, huh?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so fast.
Or I guess it should be 3, 3, 3, right? Because you get it essentially while you're stealthing, your movement is 30, not yeah. So it'd be 3,
Yeah.
3, 3.
No, it's half the movement plus 5 on top of that.
Post the ability just so I can verify. For all intents and purposes, no, yeah, I guess it's technically correct. Yeah, no, you're right. So it would be 3, 4, 3.
Snazzy. Good thing, because I started farther away from everyone.
Okay, and Raph.
Raph will also seek. Raph has like nothing else to do.
Okay.
Wait.
Nice.
2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and Qualnem will hustle.
So Qualnem will move at double speed.
Yes.
You can only do so for Constitution times 10's minutes, so you know.
Oh. Well,
Qualnem could be just doing nothing and just moving at their speed.
that's true. Not much for Qualnem to really do.
Okay. Now we go back to Takuma.
Alright, gonna keep scouting. Are these cliffs?
Yes, those are cliffs. That is a 15-foot drop.
Okay. No, that's as far as she goes.
You moved too many squares, I believe. Should be 2, 3, 2.
There we go.
Okay. Cyrus.
I will continue searching.
Okay. Don't need to make a roll or anything. Pretty much we're just moving on the map. Okay. Tiny is gonna keep up with y'all. Zexel is gonna keep next to the guide. Gale.
I can use one of my actions to do something else. Like, can
Yes.
I search with one of my actions?
You can. You can
Continue
use the seek
sneaking?
action. Yes.
I would like to do that while sneaking.
All right. It does take up one of your actions, so
Yeah. So it takes up one of my moves, right?
pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm moving faster than everyone else, so it's fine.
That's fair. Okay. You're keeping your eye out, listening to the surrounding jungle. There's a, the constant drone of wildlife nearby.
I don't like that music change.
Okay.
And how would my movement be then? Would it be 3-3 or 3-4?
It'd be 3-4.
That means you move the same amount of squares with one less action.
Yeah, pretty much it's just
Yep.
the same.
Amazing.
Because I'm snazzy like that.
Okay. And Raph?
2, 3, 1. That's it. Doing the same
Okay.
things.
So as you're all moving through the jungle, suddenly, Gale, you hear the sound of snapping branches nearby. As
Ugh!
a large frilled lizard it's actually the picture of the giant monitor lizard. Unfortunately, they don't have a frilled lizard art, which is very sad. But it kind of shambles out of the nearby undergrowth. You're surprised such a large creature could be so silent up until this point. And as it does so, and everyone kind of like pauses for a moment, it gets up, extending the flaps around its neck, and it suddenly lunges, performing its intimidating display.
Oh no.
Ah, cute.
With a very loud, and this thing's massive, by the way. This thing is like the size of a horse.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, it has to be adjacent. So I need a will save from Gale, Zexel, Tenny, and Cyrus.
Oh.
That's my worst one.
We used all of our hero points for this.
You used all your hero points, didn't
I
Used
do
to
not
fall
regret
earlier.
it. It was worth it.
It was, but like, it's actually worth it if you're saying it's worth it too. But like, still, just say.
I'll do it again.
Oh my god!
This is rather unfortunate for all of you.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's a scary boy.
He is a scary boy. He came out of the jungle out of nowhere at y'all. Oh, this is gonna be rough.
Come on, Tanny Tanny.
Oh yeah, Tanny, that's right.
Oh, and I needed to make a roll, right? Or am I far enough away?
Nope, you're not adjacent to it.
Tanny cannot be scared.
Tanny seems fearless in the face of this foe, as we're now gonna all roll for initiative. So for those who crit fail, which is Cyrus and Zexel, you are frightened 3.
Oh
I was
no!
one away.
No.
Oh god, this is terrible.
I can't believe I was one away from crit failing.
For those who don't know, Frighten will reduce all of your skills and your checks and DCs by your condition level, which is 3.
Everything
like,
just went
Right,
down.
one.
For those who didn't crit fail but just failed, which is everyone but Tunny, who was adjacent, it's gonna be Frightens 2.
Only 2.
But fear does go down every round.
It
Unless
goes
it's-
down at the end of your turns.
Left specified otherwise. Hope it's not specified.
That's gonna decrease my initiative, huh?
It is.
Does it matter that I was hidden?
I mean, if anything, you're just a casualty at this point.
No.
So... did you not use, Zexel, did you not use a hero point earlier? I believe you did. Maybe that was not you.
No, because I don't think Zexel did it, because we all used ours in the fight, and Zexel just got wrecked. And enjoyed it, apparently.
That's fair. Nope. Okay, you are correct. 16 is better. You just go from Frightened 3 to Frightened 2. Which, I mean, is arguably better. So, now that we're rolling initiative, everyone needs to select their token, and then on your character sheet, hit initiative. Now, if you're not doing a perception-based action, you possibly could use a different skill for it than perception. For instance, in this situation, Gale, because you are stealthing, you could roll your stealth for initiative.
Make sure you do the drop down and select stealth this time. He did it! But and he did it correctly!
Did it, guys? My first time ever doing initiative right. You're welcome, Cam.
That makes you a liar.
So for scouting, would that be survival if that were the case?
No, that would be a perception-based one.
Oh, well, it's just also at a +1 because of scouting. Oof.
Oh, we have +1.
Oh, poor Zexel.
Yeah, because Takuma was scouting.
Yeah, Takuma was scouting.
Which gives everyone a +1 to their initiative.
So for Cyrus, it should be -2 +1, so it's actually just a 14.
Oh, that's right. It's also initiative checks.
Yep, it's also initiative checks.
Ah,
And for Gale, that should be
15.
a
Yeah.
15.
No, I have the frightened on already.
Thought I
The
had mine
frightened
on as
affected
well.
that.
What?
The frightened affected that already. I would usually have a +8.
Oh,
Oh.
it does. Crazy. I love that.
It's because I put it on my
Yeah,
character
you
sheet,
can
I think.
actually turn the condition on in your character sheet. I totally forgot about that.
Oh,
All right. I'm going to change the music real quick.
that is so cool. I love that. Thank you, Roll20.
That's why I love Roll20.
So, when you use stealth as initiative, does that like serve as a new stealth check, or do you use your previous stealth check?
Well, so this is the thing. When you'll start the turn, well, hidden or not, depending on the creature's perception.
I see.
One second, I forgot how to skip the whole track. It's a problem with using large playlists in Fredboat. Oh, here it is.
The thing looks like it has a strong fortitude. Damn. Booter days or Raven Feeblement?
Not days.
Why not days?
I don't know.
Uh,
Wonder if I can do anything with Reptile Rider here.
And
Make it mount.
and for stuff like this, monsters, when they even up with the players, the monsters go after the player, right?
Correct.
oh, I didn't know if it was like D&D where like it's based on decks.
Nope, I always defer to players first whenever situations like this arise. All right,
Understandable.
one moment. I have a glitch on my screen, so I'm gonna restart or just refresh my page real quick.
Thing.
All right, so Raph, you're first.
Hmm. Yeah. This is fun. This is fine. Sure. Act together. Raph is gonna do action cast Daze.
Okay.
Why did that post? Why did that not post?
That's a good question.
Do I need to refresh?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Did you try clicking it again?
I've done it 3 times now. I've refreshed. Oh, why is it?
Let me look at your character sheet.
What if I try a different spell? Okay, so daze is just not working. Why is that working?
Yeah, that is strange. Just remove days from your character sheet and add it back on. There must be something in the code that got a little screwy.
There we go. Oh, nope, the DC should be 18.
Okay, DC 18.
Ooh,
It fails. So it takes
4 damage.
the 4 damage. Why is there no damage on there?
Because it's just equal to my spellcasting ability modifier for now.
Yeah, there should still be damage on that.
Oh,
Because you can adjust that in the
there we go.
attack section. So it takes 4 damage.
There we go.
There you go.
And at that same time, Qualnem moves up 10, 15, and for my last action, just a wing attack. Failed.
That misses, unfortunately.
God damn it.
So you turn and you see as Raph kind of motions in the direction of the frilled lizard, it like suddenly flinches really hard and seems to really dislike what Raph just did. Qualnum comes up and attack it, and it just spins its big tail, kind of forcing Qualnum to back off or risk being struck. Its turn. It didn't like any of that just happens. But it is just a beast, and it does not really make any choices, so it's going to attack the closest person to it at random, which there are 5 options. So I'm going to roll 1d5.
Am I hidden?
All right, it strikes at Tani Tani. It is going to make a jaw attack.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my god.
what's Nick?
And our guide is dead.
Bye, Dottie Dottie. You were loved.
So that's going to be 34 damage.
Oh, thank God.
Tai Tai took a pretty massive blow there. She raised her arm and it bites down hard. It's bleeding as she grits her teeth. As it slides her back a bit, it turns and whips with its tail, There's a loud snapping sound as it breaks the sound barrier.
Ooh. It has a plastic teeth.
That misses. And it is going to snap its tail one more time. That is going to hit. For 13 points of damage, as you see the tip of its tail, which is very thin and cord-like, as it snaps, you see her flanks suddenly like explode as the place it struck gets just instantly eviscerated by the snapping of its tail. Tenny Tenny's not doing good, but is still up. Gale.
Is there a penalty for shooting melee range?
No. The only well, unless your weapon has the volley trait, which I don't think it does. The only difference is if it has attack of opportunity, it would attack you, but this doesn't look like a trained fighter.
Can I tell if I'm hidden from it?
It didn't attack you. That's all you know.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna first off back away. Or
Are you sneaking away?
I would love to sneak away.
Okay. Remember, you do have to be hidden at the end of your sneak, or it will notice you.
Is there like dim light on these cliffs?
I'll say a bit, yeah, if you get like right up against them.
Yeah, I would love to do that. So since I'm already stealth, do I just move? And I'm
Yeah,
sneaking?
you just roll your sneak roll.
You also need cover
Well-
or concealment when you end your turn. Not just
Yeah,
ending
that's
your
what
turn,
the dim light thing is for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it did that or not.
Okay, so this is what I learned, and this is something that didn't come up before. Even if you fail a stealth check, if you were hidden or undetected before, you still remain hidden.
Oh,
Yeah. Though you might lose your unnoticed if you were unnoticed before.
okay. Well, then I guess I'll move there.
Yeah, that works. As long as you're right up against
And-
that cliff.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna. That was one action.
Yes.
I'm going to. Actually, would this count as cover? This like bush here?
That bush also counts as cover, yes.
I'm gonna move there instead.
Okay.
Cause I can I take cover behind a bush?
You can take cover behind a bush, yeah.
Okay. So that's one
So
action.
you're gonna take cover after you stealth?
No. I'm going to
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. I see.
double barrel shot with my one shot, one kill.
Okay. Go ahead and post the one shot, one kill, and go ahead and make your attack roll.
And it's not that damage die. The damage die goes up by 1 because it's double barrel.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a d8.
You also have your sniper duo still in there.
What? I don't have sniper duo.
Yeah,
It's
I
listed
know,
in
but
your damage there.
What? How did that happen? I don't think I
Don't
put
know.
it in.
Well, that's what it has there. It's fine. You still get +1 because you're a gunslinger anyway. And nice. Full roll. So that's going to be 9 potential damage. It seems to have noticed you. Oh, you don't have your one shot, one kill precision damage in there. So roll for me a d6.
Oh yeah.
All right. It actually did notice you, so it wasn't flat-footed. But that
Rip.
doesn't matter because your one-shot, one-kill only requires that you roll stealth for initiative. So,
Yeah.
so
And
it does
then-
do the precision damage, which means this will do potentially 13 damage.
Okay. Then I shall use my cover reload to take cover and reload.
Okay, post your cover, reload, and roll your stealth.
Okay. So good at this.
Bam. Oh, you're hiding, not taking cover, technically.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I prefer.
Yeah. I mean, take cover can give you a bonus, but it's fine. Hiding is fine. So
Yeah.
you duck down into this bush, and you become unnoticed to all your allies, at least. At the end
And
of
then
your
I
turn.
would have to move to be undetected or whatever it is from this lizard.
Yes, you would need to make a stealth roll after that, but you don't have another action.
And does casting a spell take you out of stealth?
Any action, any over action takes you out of stealth.
Bummer. Okay.
Alrighty. Takuma.
Alrighty. Well. Seeing all of this and being surprised by a lizard, she's going to run up and flank it. And she is going to flurry of blows this thing in an attempt to stun it.
Okay. Post your flurry of blows and make 2 attacks. Did you have any hero points?
I did.
You used it.
I don't remember using it.
No, you didn't.
Okay, I don't think you did.
No.
I'll let you know. Neither of those attacks hit.
I had a feeling they wouldn't. Sure, I'll re-roll my first one, at least.
You have a... Oh, I see. Never mind. Woof. That does not hit anything.
Oh, flurry of blows again.
You can only do it once as the flare straight.
Never mind.
But you can just strike again.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey!
Well, it wouldn't have hit normally, but it's a crit, so it takes a miss into a hit. So that does
normally?
hit. That would not have hit normally.
Oh my god.
So that's going to do 7 bludgeoning damage, potentially. Alright. Tenny Tanny's turn. Tenny Tanny is going to move back. And is going to use slow. One second, I gotta change the school. Okay. That's not the fortitude. I changed it to divine. Oh, that's why. I marked it up there. There we go. So it needs to make a fortitude save.
So scared. It's gonna have a large fort save.
Alright, it does succeed, but that still means it's slowed 1 for a round. Cyrus. So this is your first
so-
combat round. You have 3 actions. And you can do whatever those actions, whatever actions you choose in whatever order.
All right, so if I use spell strike, right? I'll
Right.
just put it in chat. It takes up 2 actions, right? Because I
Yes.
attack and I use a spell. If I use a 2-action spell, is that all 3 actions?
No. Because it says here you can cast a 1 or 2 action spell as a part of this action. So you can use a 2-action spell, and altogether it'll still only be 2 actions.
Okay, so I'd like to use spell strike with Horizon Thundersphere. So
Okay.
do I roll for both an attack and the spell?
You're going to roll for your attack first, because your attack determines whether your spell will hit as well.
And I just click on the weapon, correct?
Yes. Okay. Fortunately, because it's being flanked with Qualnem and Takuma, that actually hits on the dots.
Oh my god.
So go ahead and post your spell. And also, you hit the wrong attack. You need to hit the
Okay.
actual weapon name attack.
Okay, I did the one below the action bar, my bad.
Yeah. No, you hit that one, and then go ahead and hit the damage roll.
On the attack. So do I just?
Yeah,
Right.
you can just hit the damage. There you go. So that does
And then?
8 slashing damage, potentially.
And then I just click on the spell, correct?
Yes.
Whoa.
All right, Horizon Thundersphere. Why don't you dress this up for us while I read over the spell real quick?
As I take out my battle axe, and even though I'm feared, I still, kind of push through it and bring it down in like a sweep above me, overhead. And as I do so, crackling energy sort of forms on the blade. And then as it connects with the monster, it like disperses.
All right, and there's a loud when you do so. It does 12 electricity damage, potentially. And yeah, there you go. So that was 20 damage with 1 attack. That's pretty solid. You have 1 action remaining.
I'm going to use that action to do Arcane Cascade.
Okay, so describe for us how you get into your stance.
Alright, so after the axe comes down and it makes a thunderous noise, I sort of bring it back and like place it before me with both my hands as if I'm in a ready position, or I'm about to go for another swing. And then I just put that in, right?
Yes. Good job, good job. And because you used... Let's see... You do 1 extra damage in this stance, and... While you're in the stance, you do electricity damage. 1 additional electricity damage. As your body is charged by the spell you used before going into the stance.
And I also gain 1 hit point, right? I think.
You should gain more than that, I believe. Yeah, when you enter into the stance and at the start of each of your turns, if you're wielding a weapon in 2 hands, you gain temporary hit points equal to half your level. So yeah, minimum 1. So you gain 1 temporary hit point for now. I thought it was higher than that. Oh well.
Alrighty.
And I actually also forgot. As Tiny casts a spell on it, there was this dark, insidious energy that's wrapped around it. And it currently has a -1 penalty to its AC.
Ooh.
Which does mean, because Tiny went after Takuma, right. Yeah, sad. That would have caused Takuma's attack to actually crit. Oh well. Because of Tani Tani's blood magic.
Oh, well.
Which I'll post real quick. So it currently has a -1 penalty to its AC. It is now Zexel's turn. I was told prior to just use Stoke the Heart. I'm sure Zexel also wants to be out of the way. Oh yeah, also Cyrus's fear condition reduces by 1. Oh, they want to take the command action.
Is that DC, right?
That does look a little low. Yes, that is low. Oh, frightened affects the DC.
Oh.
Yep, no, that's right.
Right. Duh.
Okay, and you command it to be prone. One second here, because I think there's something to that you would probably want to know. You know that, so command has the linguistic trait. It only affects creatures that understand the language which you're speaking. You don't think this frilled lizard knows the common language. Which is an understandable mistake, so that's no concern. But you don't think command would actually work on it. Okay, they're gonna spout it instead. And you can't flank while we're using a ranged attack, but that's fine, because Tani Tani's slow actually reduced its AC, so that does hit, and it does do 4... Oh. Why isn't it an attack roll? It's a basic saving throw. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I need to make a reflex roll. It crit succeeds due to fear. So, unfortunately, it does no damage. I'm going to assume you're also going to want to move away. Is that suitable? Or would you like one space further back? Because technically I only moved you 10... Or technically... Well, you're still 15 feet away from it, either way. Okay. Alrighty. Raph.
Act together. I'm gonna move here. Qualdem's gonna step here. I'm gonna attempt battle medicine on Tani Tani. DC 15 again.
Okay.
Fun.
Failure.
Last action, Qualdem's gonna strike.
Okay.
Great. Love it. Having a great time.
It's gonna miss, unfortunately. So you was act together. You moved and used battle medicine. Or your act together was your move, right? Or your battle medicine?
I moved. Act together was I moved and then Qualdem stepped to get between the lizard and me, flanking with Takuma, and then I did battle medicine. And then
I see.
Qualdem took.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Frill Lizard's turn. It's going to attack one of the people on it. We're going to roll a D3. It's going to attack Qualnem.
Quirky, cute.
It's going to bite.
The hit.
Okay, biting into Qualnem, one of Qualnem's shoulder wing areas. It pierces and causes it to bleed, causing a similar wound to appear on Raph. That's going to be 12 piercing damage. It's then going to get up and snap with its tail. Does a 15 hit? I'll judge by the tone it was a miss. Okay.
Oh yeah,
And it's going to swing its tail one more time.
Oh, miss.
Also a miss. All right, not too bad.
Thank God for that level up.
All right, and unfortunately, Suzanne's gonna have to leave for work right now. We're going a little bit past time, and also there's a big traffic revision, so that's forced her to leave early. So, thank you, Suzanne, for being here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a nice rest of your night.
I have to move to make it not know where I am, so it's flat-footed, right?
Correct. You have to use the stealth action at least.
I will love to do. Also,
Actually, let me double check hide real quick to see if critting it actually does anything. I don't think it does, because it would know that you ducked into that bush. Yeah, there's no crit success for it. So.
okay. Also, if I were to go and like move so it doesn't know where I am, and then cast a spell, would it still take me out of stealth and stuff with sling? Because I think if I end my sneak action while I'm in dim light in cover, I remain hidden.
Okay.
Does that affect that at all?
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Well, first of all, you don't actually need to sneak to become unnoticed to it. It's flat-footed to you as long as you're hidden.
Oh, so like right now?
Yeah, right now it's currently flat-footed to you. I love you. Be safe.
And what's the benefit of sneaking away?
You can't be targeted by any of its abilities or attacks when you're.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Okay then. I'm going to reload, take cover. My covered reload.
For your second bullet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take cover, which increases your AC and gives you a bonus to stealth.
Yeah, and then I'm going to I guess double barrel it again.
Okay, go ahead. Rough.
Rip.
So there's another loud. The bush gets blown apart slightly. The creature, seemingly aware, dodges to the side, and you miss. Also, I totally forgot it was slowed last round. It doesn't really change anything because it missed with both of its other attacks, but technically didn't get that third attack.
Rip. Well, then I guess I'm gonna return to hiding with Estelle.
Let's see. You reloaded. That's one action. And you fired. There's 2 actions. So yeah, you can take the hide action with a +2.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
Well,
Rough. You
looks right through the
hope
hole
you're
I
hidden.
just blew open.
Yeah. But hey, you're no longer feared. So you can remove the fear condition from your character sheet.
Nice.
And make sure that if you're adjusting the values for your fear conditions, that you reduce for everyone at the end of your turn by 1. Alright, Takuma's turn. Takuma is going to, flurry of blows. Might as well, they got Stunning Fist after all. Actually no, Takuma's going to recall knowledge on this thing. See if she can find any weaknesses. That's not going to be high enough, unfortunately. Alright. Flurry of blows.
Ooh.
Sad. But that's going to be a 22 does hit, especially because it's flanked. That's going to be 8 damage.
Stunning Fist.
They have to hit with both blows,
Oh.
unfortunately, for Stunning Fist.
Isn't it if either strike hits?
When you target the creature, you can try to stun it if either of the strikes hit and deals damage. Oh, yeah. No, you're correct. Or be stunned 1. Alright, so I'm going to make a 15 DC fort save. Wow, Stunning Fist is good.
That's actually impossible. It's fort.
It can still
Modifier.
botch.
That's true.
It did not botch.
I can roll a 2. Actually, I think even with a 2, it succeeds. Goddamn.
Yep. So it has to botch, essentially. Yeah, unfortunately, Takuma just doesn't have a very high wisdom. I thought it was based on class DC.
It is.
Oh, it should be a 16 then. Oh my god, Roll20 was bugging the fuck out. Alright, cool. That's 2 actions still, though. So Takuma has 1 more action and might as well just punch again.
Wait, does Takuma want to enter a stance?
Oh, she does have a stance. I totally forgot. Crane stance. Alright, well, there you go. Alrighty. It's Tenny Tenny's turn. Tenny Tenny is going to use Agonizing Despair. Don't know why I rolled that attack. It's not a rolled attack.
You have to turn it off in each spell. It's weird.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
D6. Wow.
All right, needs to make a DC 23 will save. Fail. It takes 14 mental damage potentially,
And frightened too.
and it's frightened too. She curses out and she says, "Get a taste of your own medicine!" All right. Cyrus, it's your turn.
Alrighty, I can't use spell strike again, so
You have an action to recharge it.
I think I have to cast a spell, right?
Nope, you have a standard action to recharge it, or you can use your hybrid spell.
Okay, I did take a feat because I got one at level 2.
Yep.
It's called Force Fang. Let me put it in.
Yep. Force Fang. So you just aim and shoot, and it just does damage. That's great. And it's only a single action.
And then I'd like to attack again with my battle axe.
Okay. Are you doing another spell strike?
Because
I
guess
do
I will.
believe Force Fang
I have one more
recharges it.
Yes, it's a conflux, I believe. Because it adds to my force pool, which isn't the same one as the other one.
Oh, they both take from your focus points, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do believe it does. It would say in the feeds. Let me double check, I guess, real quick.
I
Did put
remember
it
that being the case too.
I'm like pretty sure, but it doesn't hurt to check.
Yeah, I turned it into a Force Fang conflux spell.
Yeah. Okay, and your conflict spells refresh your spell strike. Cool. So it just takes 5 damage, potentially.
And then I have one more spell slot, so I'm going to use Shocking Grasp with Spell Strike.
Okay. Charging up with more electricity, you swing with your battle axe.
And Shocking Grasp, sorry.
Yeah. You gotta have it with the axe first. That's gonna miss.
Oh.
Which causes your shocking grasp to miss as well, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
You swing upward, it barely manages to get out of the way. Oh wait, 1 second. Nope, still a miss. You're off by 1. Because the frightened and flanked make its AC 18.
And then I get a negative to attacking again, right?
You've used all your actions because Spell Strike has 2 actions.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad.
Nope, you're all good. If you didn't have fear, you actually... Wait. It was only slowed for 1 round, unfortunately. What's the fear amount on your character sheet? Is it 1 or 2?
It's 2. I lowered it last turn.
Okay, you lowered it. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Want to give you the BFD. That misses, unfortunately. It's not doing good. Despite that, it's looking pretty scared and looks like it might run. Zexel, it's your turn. Okay, another spout. Let's go. DC 15. That should be... Was your fear adjusted? Because I believe the last one was 15, right? So it should be a 16, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly. It passes. It takes half the damage. It's looking really, really close. You got one more action, Zexel. Who are you stoking? Takuma gets stoked. All right. Takuma is feeling energized and ready to destroy. Raph, it's your turn.
Act together. I'm gonna boost Eidolon
Okay.
and Walnem's just going all out.
That hits. Doing 10
Hurt.
damage with boosts. And how do you want to do this?
I wasn't thinking about this. I don't know. I feel like you could do a better job describing it. I'm not ready for this right now.
Sure. So just as it's looking ready to go, Raph, you decided not to let such a dangerous creature out into the jungle. You charge up your boost Eidolon, which is a verbal, and you call out a phrase that comes out in a very doubled, inhuman tone, with a strange sound of chimes mixed in. And as you do so, Qualnem is covered in a divinish energy, and with one wing strike flying by, it slashes open the frilled lizard, causing a large amount of blood and internal, to gush out from the wound as it collapses from the internal damage. And as it falls to the ground, you calm down a bit, and that divine energy dissipates around Qualnem. All right, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and end for the session with that nice KO.
Woo.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah.
We went
I
a
did
little
so
longer
much.
than I would have hoped, but that's okay. This also makes up for me taking forever to get started. I just need to restart my computer, apparently. But hey, you got away mostly uninjured. Tani was the only one who really got messed up.
Oh man, Tawny got
We did a murder.
I'm glad that wasn't anyone else.
Yeah, Tani's level 5, but she's still a sorcerer, so...
I didn't realize Spell Strike did so much damage.
It does a lot, but unfortunately, you're also banking on one shot to hit. So, if you miss, you kind of...
And once I run out of spell slots, I can't use the higher damage stuff anymore?
No, you can use, like, your cantrips, and you can still get the benefit from your Arcane Cascade. You just don't use your spell slots anymore, essentially. So you have to default to your cantrip attacks.
I only get 2 at every rank, too.
Yep. They're your big blows, so you gotta use them wisely. But this was definitely a good use of it as a powerful foe.
If I fail a battle medicine, are they still immune for the day?
I think they are.
Damn.
I'll double check that here real quick, and then we'll do XP.
It just says the target is then immune to your battle medicine for 1 day.
Yeah, so they're immune, whether you pass or fail.
Okay. Damn it.
But you can still use treat wounds.
Yeah. It's fair.
But yeah, and you guys now know that Tani uses slightly darker magics.
Yep, blood magic, right?
Well, all sorcerers get blood magic,
Oh, okay.
but she has a very insidious aura to hers. All right, let's do XP. We didn't do this last time, so I'm actually very excited we get to do it this time around. So everyone knows, whenever you get a player award, you get 10 XP. And in Pathfinder, every 1,000 experience, you level up. It's always the same, no matter what level you are. The difference is how much XP you get from certain events. All right. So, general player interpretation. A little slow, but I think that we're getting on the right pace for a lot of our characters. I know Jesse was definitely putting in a lot of work despite not being here, which I really appreciate. So I'll go ahead and give everyone 20 XP. I'll give you all 30 XP for being here today. Let's see here. Difficult actions. No difficult actions were succeeded today, unfortunately.
I beat an orc in wrestling.
That's true. You know what? Actually, that was a DC 20, which was a difficult action. So everyone will get a plus 10 for that.
I beat Gale with a +0 athletics and wrestling.
I mean,
That's
you just get to brag. It's bragging right
That's
today.
fine.
You're the
That's worth
champion.
it.
You also got absolutely wrecked right after, so.
Well, yeah, but I beat you. That's what's most important.
I got.
But
I
no
got
one
abs.
remembers the like close fight that we had when immediately after you got
Wasn't even
absolutely
close.
decked.
Wasn't even close.
Was. It was very close.
And yeah, Cyrus, you also got pretty fucked.
Yeah, I entered thinking I'd do kind of good with my strength score, and then I just got put into the ground.
To be fair, you also did not
Plus
roll that
one to
well.
strength.
No, but that's fine.
Beyond that, good ideas or plans. Yeah, I'll give you all 10 XP for trying to impress the Mitanji. That's actually a really good idea. And speaking of which, y'all get 50 experience for your impression you left with the Mitanji.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's racking up pretty quick.
Yeah,
That's
they do.
120 already, right?
Yep, everyone should be at 120.
Nice.
Combat awards. That giant monitor or that giant frilled neck lizard was a level 5.
Huh.
So you all get 120 experience for that.
Oh, wow.
And we dunked on it. Do we get experience for avoiding the fly traps?
No, they were just there to show you. The jungle's a really dangerous place.
No.
Wrecked.
So now player awards. So now these will just be for individual characters. Most damage dealt, I think, amongst the players actually goes to Cyrus. That 20 damage really hit, plus the 5 on top. Yeah. Unfortunately, Takuma only got 8 damage off.
I got 4 and a wing attack.
Yeah, and
I got like 13.
yeah, unfortunately that's the bad thing about the gunslinger. It's crit or nothing for your damage.
Yeah.
But when you crit, you do 30 damage. So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you crit on a lower or?
You just have the. You start out as expert in guns and opposed to trained.
Oh, okay.
So he has a
pretty cool.
10% higher chance to crit than everyone else does. Beyond that, most damage taken goes to Raf.
Let's go.
The only one to take damage other than our NPC. Not including drinking damage.
Not including drinking damage. The face award. Oh goodness, I don't think we had 3 people who successfully impressed the Matangi. That was Zexal, that was Gale, and that was who else rolled a good one? Could have sworn someone else attempted to.
Did anyone? I don't
Maybe it's
remember
just
anyone else
Zexal
doing
and
it.
Gale. Well, either
Yeah.
way. Sorry, what?
Oh no, it's all good.
That will mean Zexal and Gale will get the face award for the session.
Woo!
Utility award. Not a lot of utility really took place this time around. And unfortunately, Zexal's Stoke the Heart really didn't get to come to fruition. Raph did do some healing in the village, but a lot of that was more story-based than anything. You did heal Takuma, though.
Takuma held my gun.
I also
I
held your gun.
appreciated that. For
For a
2
brief second.
seconds, and you immediately
And-
threw it away.
I gave it to whoever was next to me.
You know... I'll give it to Raph
Yo!
for removing Takuma's wounded condition. Dribble with helping with the performance checks. Kind of includes with the facing, though, honestly. Technically. The Pity Award will go to Cyrus today for 2 reasons. One, being a low intelligence Magus is painful because you get no skills. And 2, we haven't gotten your archetype dedication feats for level 2.
Haven't? I thought I did it.
Did you take your archetype dedication?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah. So you didn't have your archetype for this session, so you were kind of a little behind the curve.
Oh, my bad. I got my class feed in, but I didn't.
No, it's my fault. When I told you to level up, I should have told you about the free archetype as well. So that's my bad. Which is why you'll get the Pity Award for the session.
Yay! I get
XP. Pity
Worth
XP.
Pity XP.
So with that, any player nominations and/or kudos?
I liked the person whose name I definitely remember.
Zexal.
Nope. Takuma.
Takuma?
The whole like interaction as a spider thing, like being wary of who sees spider form and all that.
I think that was really
That's
good
fun.
roleplay for Takuma. I agree. I'll also give one to Takuma, speaking of which, for kind of having an impromptu crafting session in their hut. Being the only player who's like, oh, please don't
Indeed.
see me. And then everyone came in and started making crafts with them. It was great.
Good times.
I interacted with Gale in the tent, right?
At the very
which tent?
beginning?
That
Yeah,
was
at the
Raph.
very, very beginning.
Raph was
was
the first
Raph?
one to talk to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to
Well,
nominate Raph.
we had like the whole explorer to explorer interaction.
Yeah, I mean it helped me get into it a little bit more. I was pretty nervous coming into this. I've never done something like this before, so.
Yeah, no worries. I agree. You know what? I'll give everyone a player award for helping Cyrus get in and, introducing yourselves at the beginning without too much prompting from myself. I think you all did pretty well, including you, Cyrus.
Thank you. I'm also sorry if I didn't mean to interrupt anyone talking wise. I'm kind of new to the whole like Discord talking thing, so.
Yeah, it's okay. It takes everyone a little bit of time to like develop their Discord etiquette to a good degree. So no worries. You were one of the least offensive I've had so far. So.
Yeah, and no matter how much you do it, there's always going to be like some times where it happens.
Any other player nominations and or kudos?
I liked Zexel's decision to dirty dance.
I will say Zexel, unfortunately for those on stream who didn't get to see, Zexel was quite the character in the Discord chat. And for not being here, it was really impressive. I'm going to give 20 XP for just being a great role player and having all kinds of great role-playing moments without even being here, which I think was really good.
I think this is valid. Well earned.
Yes. Zexel is a national treasure and deserves to be treated as such.
So is Dribble. Can't forget Dribble.
Can't forget Dribble.
They are a pair. Oh my god.
Oh my. Are you on a
Jesus.
cruise right now? Or did I read
they're
something
in
wrong?
Italy.
You're in Italy?
You're on a cruise? I thought you said you were in Italy.
A cruise in Italy.
A cruise in Italy.
I guess so, yeah.
Ah.
Well, I hope it's fun. And yeah, you better get the most out of that. You know what? Take 10 more XP for having to pay $100 to be here.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
worth it.
god. Yeah. $10 in XP.
Like,
It's
I don't
closest
think I
to
would
pay
have
to
done
win you
that.
get. I don't think I would have done that.
I don't think I would have either.
Dedicated player right here. Honestly, just make Zexel level 20 for that.
No.
Yeah,
sure. Every $100 you get 10 XP. Come on,
Alrighty.
let's go.
worth
So-
it.
That's what, $10,000 for
For a level up, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's worth it.
So I'll be sending you $190,000.
Hey, what's
Fuck
your
yeah.
PayPal?
Fuck, I would let. I not going to lie. If a player legitimately did that, I would let them legitimately baby stomp my game. They just paid my bills for years.
Literally buy just like a brand new, like any car you want, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I have my pride, but it can be bought for $290,000.
290. Wouldn't it be 190?
Not for level 20. Because it's 10,000 for every level, right?
Yeah, 10 levels is 100,000.
So it'd be 190. I mean, I'll still take 290, sure.
Another just
No.
joins the party.
Oh god.
Or level
The-
9. No, 10. Yeah.
Ultra rich.
Any other player nominations and or kudos? You know what? Cyrus as well. Good job. I threw you into the scene, gave you already like what happened in the last session, and you ran with it pretty well.
Yeah.
With no prep whatsoever. I'm just like, yeah, you fought and protected a bunch of halflings, before coming here.
I had no idea what had happened before this. So, well, I had a little bit of an idea because I popped in like last week and asked what happened last session. But
so
I didn't
you
know
did
I'd-
pretty well for like an improv introduction scene.
I'm also gonna have to figure out where I'm from. Exactly.
Yeah, I can post a map in the visual aid section of Galarian. Any other nominations and our kudos? No, file size too large. Sad.
That
Right.
I'll have to find something else. That shouldn't be that big though. Oh, Jesse's typing.
oh
Why
my
is
god.
that 10 megabytes in size? Ah, okay, they gotta go. All right, well, you know what? Fair enough. I was actually just about to end it. So, thank you all so much for being here. If you watched us up until this point, thank you. I know we went pretty far past our normal date, and we had a very rocky stream today. Hopefully, I hope everything is better balanced out next week. I hope you all like the new stream layouts. It was pretty fun to put together, honestly, and I'm very glad with how it turned out. If you have not done so already, please follow and or subscribe to see more amazing content like this. We do Shadows That Laugh every Friday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as other Pathfinder or other tabletop games on the channel. Also, be on the lookout for tomorrow morning, where my champion video will be out at about 8 a.m. So you can check it out there. It's going to be a really good one. I have a good feeling about that. And yeah, thank you to my players so much for being here and playing with me here today, role-playing with me here today. Why don't we all say good night, everyone?
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
And Jesse says good night as well.